Hi guys, I am back after the holidays even. I'm not going to, go any further than that. Anyway, just to show that I haven't tampered with it, it still has the same blade in there, so we're ready for the shave. Let me just point forward, it's very cold as well, so if I start shivering in the video camera, you know why. Anyway, as I said, the blades we're using are the Supermax. Are they Supermax or are they super shit? We'll see. So without further ado, let's get on with the shave because my mate's coming over. So better get you in the right place and warm up the tank. Well, the water from the boiler, whatever. Oh, and by the way, for any comments that say, oh, we're in the same pyjamas. No, these are actually washed. I didn't realise I had another pair of pyjamas, so that's the reason why I'm using the same pyjamas. That's my excuse anyway. It's not an excuse, it's the truth. I've used this in the past a lot, and normally I like to change them every month because it's only pyjamas, isn't it? You only sleep in them so much, and such like that. No one cares about your pyjamas that much. And eventually I had to wash them. And I thought, well, is this the only pair I've got? But then I realised I had another pair and it was right there laughing at me. So yeah, that's my reason why. Again, same stuff as before. I only use this stuff. I don't boast about it, but it is nice stuff. I really like it. Right, that we'll get out. Let me just point forward that the Supermax blades don't come with a disposable thing, so you've got to figure out a way to throw it away, which could be a disappointment. Oh yeah, and just for the record, I got about a day or two of stubble from 2 days ago when I electrically shaved because I didn't prepare, did I? As per usual. I could have used that really, but I never thought about it. I'm still testing them, so whatever. But I wanted to do this for you guys because you want to know as well as I do, and it would be special if I did it. It wouldn't be a surprise, would it? It's time for the first pass with the Supermax blade. Let's go. Well, that's more aggressive. And works and sword. Forgot how precise this razor was when you cut in the bristles of the hair. But seems to be doing it. We had snow this morning, and I showed that on Instagram on my actual hobby channel. This is also a hobby channel, but you know. And give that another pass because I know how these blades like to fail me at times when it comes up against certain passes. But there you go, that was the first pass. Keep the blades warm there. Would it compete with the Boots Razor blades though, because I've used those in the past with the Bush and Saw Classic and they're not so good. If it's near that quality, I won't be surprised. Okay, time for the second pass with the Supermax blade. Let's see how it performs through the upways motion. Sometimes some razors let me down on this bit. Alright on the first pass, but unlike on the second pass, it starts to let you down slowly. Looks like he's doing a job. think these are super bad actually. I think they're super good. Not super shit as I said earlier. Maybe, I don't know. Let's do the... I hate shaving that part. Okay, that was the second pass. So far, it's not let me down. In fact, I think the quality is good of the Wilkinson saw blade. So I don't see the difference in price level because they're also made in pence in the factory, or made for pence in the factory even. Now this is where all blades normally let me down because they don't, you know, do a great job. But we'll see how good or bad this performs through the third press. I mean, even the Wilkinson sword lets me down on this side. I don't know why. And so does the Gillette really. So I'm not guaranteeing this will do a good job on this bit, but we'll see. But if it's as good as the Wilkinson sword, I don't see why not getting these instead. And not to forget, I will be giving a verdict as well at the end of the month of how I got on with this as well. So it's all going to be one big video finale thing where I shave with it now, and then at the end of the month I tell you the results, how I got on with these blades, on the strength of it cutting, you know, because to start with the blades act all great and all that, and then they get really bad after a while. The Boots one, even though it's crap, it continues to be crap, so it does, you know, give its name. Again, Boots is not a great source for shaving with, not really, considering that they're only a chemist in the UK. In case it missed under here, because sometimes it misses under here. It's my fault. Okay. Let's see how I got on. Just drying off a bit there. I will be putting some aftershave on after this, just to make it even more unpleasant. The experience. I'm not supposed to use that. Anyway, let's see how it went with this one. At the moment, it seems to do a good job. I really think it's done a good job. Misses up here, this bit, but that's my fault. I'm just crap at shaving up that bit. I don't dare shave upwards anymore because, well, I've had an incident with shaving upwards before with the Gillette Mach 3 with their springs. But I'm pretty impressed. Looks pretty good. No blockages in the blade there. Yeah, again, it wouldn't be its fault really. The blade's just there. One thing I like about this blade is it does have lines to indicate 1 and 2, so that means if you want to like put it on one of those flick knife sort of shavers, but I don't know, I prefer this more to the other method. But give it a bit more time. It's hard to tell because when you're drying off, it doesn't, you don't feel any problems with blades unless it's really crap. So you've got to like wait about 10 minutes for the damn thing to dry and to actually do it. But I know right here it's not done very good. But yet again, nor did the Wilkinson sword. But it feels like it's done a good job. I mean, down here, you can't really complain about it down here because they all do a good job down here most of the time, unless you get really bad razors. Quite smooth up there. Actually, it is smooth up there. I'm not feeling any faults here. Although, I would say that the Wilkinson sword is one up from this blade, because it feels like to me it has missed a tiny bit, but only a slight bit. I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, I think it's a lot better than the boots. Well, anything's better than the boots bloody blades. They cut you easily. Yeah, I think it's just a tiny bit that is missed. But the Supermax blade to me has seemed to have impressed me. So stay to the end of the video and I'll give you more results of how I got on with this blade, because this is just the first go. Obviously the first go they're going to be either terrific or terrible or whatever, and then eventually, you know, there's a change. I mean, even the worst blades on the market, that you get are really shit, and then they start to get better. So, but we'll see. I mean, with the boots one, it doesn't. It just gets worse. But we'll see. I'm going to keep that blade there for now, and I'm going to keep shaving with it, and I will keep you updated as soon as I can at the end of this video of how I got on with it. I mean, I love the style of the box. That is terrific. But I don't like how you can't discard the blade like you can with the derby ones. And for example, the Wilkinson sword one right here has a little disposer thing on the back. This one does not. So you're in the dark there when it comes up against it. So yeah, that's pretty damn good. And now feeling it, it's missed a tiny bit, but not too much. Not much to shout about. I mean, let's put it this way, I looked smoother than I did before, so did a good job on that. So yeah, anyways, see you probably at the end of this video where I actually say what I think about this razor. A blade, that is, not the razor. The razor is always good, it does a good job, no matter what blade you shove in it. So yeah, stay tuned. So I've got to make this quick because I've got to go somewhere, but I thought I would give you my experience of the Supermax blade throughout the month. Now, as I said to begin with, it missed a few areas and it's wet because I just had a shave with it again. Didn't have much shaving foam, so it'll probably be crap. And I'm pretty impressed with the blade. It's actually withstood the hold of time. I'm pretty impressed with it, but it's not the best blade I've ever used. The Wilkinson sword classic blades are pretty stunning in their own right and do a superb job all the time, but these are not too bad. Supermax stainless steel right there, there's the blade, and I've actually used it for an entire month. And I've got to grips with it, used the handle, etc., and did it in separate places. This is a pretty nice blade, I have to say. It's not the best, as I just said. Wilkinson sword does a better job, I think, than this one, but it's excellent. And there's a couple of things I like and dislike. I like how it's in this packaging, but I also hate it, and I'll be going over to why I hate it. I like it because it's convenient. You can put it in your rucksack and you've got 5 blades on the go, or 5 months worth of razors on the go. But the bad news is it tears, it can leak in moisture, and another problem with this pack is the fact there's nowhere to dispose of your old blade that you have in your razor. So you can't like discard it, you've got to discard it somewhere safe yourself. Probably in a bin or somewhere, or probably cover it with cardboard or something so it doesn't, hurt anyone when you're throwing it away. So yeah, that's a disadvantage over this blade, the Supermax. But the razor's been really nice with it, it's worked really well. I've enjoyed shaving with it, but I don't think that this Supermax blade is going to be a top dog winner because it has a few corners that it misses. Like for example, when I was shaving upwards, it missed some hair. And right now, feeling after the test, you know, it kind of improves over time, but sometimes it doesn't. So it's a hit and miss. Now and again you get that sandpaper feeling, sometimes you won't, and that's what it's like with the Supermax blades. But tons better than the really cheapo Boots the Chemist blades, I have to say. This thing is really a nice improvement to it. Again, it's a 5-pack, but if you get like the starter kit on Amazon, you can get like a load of them and try them out yourself. You get, you get 10 blades, not 5, sorry. So that's even more convenient, 10 months, not 5 months. You get 2 packs of this, so you've got 20 of them to play with, so 20 months worth of razor blades there, unless you're always changing it all the time, then maybe it will be less. But there you go. I mean, not bad little blade for a 10 pack, but it could be better. And I have said, you know, it's a bit of a sandpaper feeling, and that's exactly what I'm sticking with. The Supermax blades are very convenient to go in your bag, but again, a disadvantage is you don't know where the hell to put the old blade, so you know you're going to have to find a way of a bin or something to put it in. But it's better than those cartridge razors that you get with Gillette and etc., because you're chucking the whole damn thing away. You're chucking away this part, the top part, and that's a lot of material. All you're chucking away is just mostly stainless steel blades. So yeah, and I would say that this would last longer than a month, to be honest. But again, not a super duper blade. But this is only the first one in the series, and you know, there's other aggressive ones probably in the future for this one. But this one is not too bad. I would say it's close to the Workers of Sword blades, but it's not completely touching the corner of it. So I would say go with Workers of Sword instead of the Supermax blades, because unless, I guess, if you get really cheap, but these are like only like a quid technically, unless you get the Amazon stuff that I get. So yeah, basically a good shaving experience, I have to say. A very nice start to the actual year. So fantastic, well done Supermax. You actually did me proud, because your shaving foam let me down a couple of years ago when I tried it. It was awful, it stunk, I don't know, the foam got in the way and it wasn't really good. So I was thinking, well, the blades, I don't know, is the blades going to be terrible? I mean, this blade is still kind of shiny, so it just shows it's lasted for some time. But throughout the shave, I think it's done a terrific job. Not terrific as the Works and Sword, or maybe a Gillette blade, but to be honest, it's done the job, and that's all you really want in a razor blade. There's not really any competition when it comes up against these blades, because they're only like a quid or 2 quid for a 10 pack, and you know, it's a bargain compared to Gillette and all the others out there that are so many gimmicks of them. You know, so many gimmicks out there of other razors with the whole stem and all that. I mean, come on guys, I mean, I'd like to use this classic because it looks cool, and you can like show in whatever blades you wished. With the Gillette and that, you really are stuck with whatever they give you. So yeah, I really like this blade. I would say it's not too bad, you know. I mean, it's the same as or near the same as, sorry, as the Workers and Sword blades. It misses corners now and again, as I said, and to be honest, this would actually be good on the go, because you know, this is second best to the best Workers and Sword one that I recently used. So this will be good for, you know, travel and holiday and such, because it's like really light, and it wouldn't matter if airport security got you with this, because you can just, you know, tell them they can have it, and you can get some more on holiday anyway if it doesn't work. But there you go, basically, not a bad little thing. If you want to use this for travel, it's literally tiny. It's very, very tiny, and trying to fit the whole thing into the camera, and that just shows you how small it is. So that would actually fit nicely in the rucksack. if you're going somewhere else. So yeah, good parts of it. I'll give the Buxer sword, by the way, about an 8 out of 10 or 9 out of 10 because it does miss the sides quite a lot, and the Gillette actually is really cool at getting those, the Gillette Mach 3, because that is my ultimate winner. These I would say about 7.5 maximum. So thank you very much for watching this. If you want to keep watching me shave, subscribe and watch more content. I'm going to go for the next one, which is Prime, which I have a feeling is part of Gillette's range. So I don't know what it is. It just says Prime on it, so I don't know. We'll have to see and see if that beats this. Who knows?